Hello, my name is Maria. I'm a demonstrator in Ontario, Canada. And today I'd like to show you how to make this is a note card holder, and it is made with a 12 by 12 piece of designer paper without any glue or any tape. It's just folded. Are you ready to see how it's done? Okay, here is one example, and I'll open it up for you. And there's a note card and an envelope in it. It will hold 4 note cards and 4 envelopes, but there is absolutely no glue and no tape. It's all done by folds. Now at the end of this video, I will show you a complete note card set that I have made. Here's another one. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to use the Every Occasion designer paper. It's a Hostess set, but I happened to pick it up, and this is just one of the sheets. So I'm going to show you. Well, so you'll need a scoreboard and a stylus to start, and a bone folder. That's it. Amazing, right? Okay, now we're going to start with a bit of scoring, and this is a 12 by 12, and with the pattern side facing up, you've got to be aware of the pattern size, because if you do it this way, well, your pattern, I don't know if you can see the little deer here, will end up looking this way. Well, if you make a few mistakes, well, that's how we all learn, right? Okay, so we're going to score this at 2 and at 5 3/4, at 6 1/4, and again at 10. Now we're going to turn it, and we're going to score at 2 1/2 and 8 1/2. And if you can't remember that, it's 2 1/2 and 8 1/2, and then 2 and 2 on either side. Okay, that's it for the scoring. So just to review, on the first side with the top facing up, we're going to score at 2, at 5 3/4, 6 3/4, and 10. So 2 inches on both sides. Then we're going to turn it, and we're going to score at 2 1/2 and at 8 1/2. Okay, so while we've got this, let's just fold a little bit so that you can see what we're doing. It doesn't matter which way you fold at this point in time. We can always unfold it if you like to have a different look. Okay, I just want you to see what I'm going to be doing. Okay, now there's the middle. Sorry about the crinkle noise. Paper can be really loud under a microphone. Okay, so I'm going to have the top facing up. I want the 2 and 2 inch corners on either side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold each of the corners in. Now, I'll use a bone folder shortly, but you can see that it's just not all the way down to the bottom score line. I'm just taking the top and holding it against the 2 inch score line. And I'm going to do that on the other side as well. And you need to know where the score line is. That's why I'm holding my finger like this. And I'm going to do it at the bottom as well. And I'll hold my finger here so that I can see the score line. And then over here. Okay, then I'm going to, whoops, this one is not quite straight. If you find that your fold doesn't turn over right, then you know that you have to readjust your, okay, then fold it in like this. Make sure your fold lines. And I'm just using my fingers right now, but I'll burnish it with the folder in a little while. I just want to make sure that I've got all my folds right. Okay, then I'm going to turn it. Now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to fold it this way and this way. And believe it or not, we're almost done. And these two little score lines, that's actually the center of the little holder. And here we have it. Now, what I like to do is it doesn't stay down flat. And actually, this should have been over a little bit more. Okay, this one I'll just move it just a little bit more over, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so there is a small and there's the larger, and I like to take this small fold and just tuck it in right here, and that'll hold it down. See that? And I'll do the same at the top. I'll just tuck the small in under the large, and that holds it down. No glue, no tape, and we have a marvelous little note card holder. And like I said, the note card fits in right here, and the envelope fits in right here, and it will hold 4 note cards and 4 envelopes, and you can decorate it any way you want. Now, the other thing you can do, it is open from here to here. You can insert a ribbon, like I have done in this one. So I just insert a ribbon through there. So you can do that as well to hold it, to decorate it a little bit. Okay, are you ready to see the one that I finished? I used caroling mice, which again is a Hostess set, but I've been having so much fun with this. And in addition, I've used Christmas to Remember. I have colored the images with the Stampin' Blends, but here we go. Here's the front. And open it up, and I have 4 little note cards. And I have not put any sentiment on them. I can make these thank you notes. I can make these whatever. So these are made with the caroling mice. And then the envelopes, I took the tree from here, colored it with Stampin' Blends. Now the envelopes, you can kind of get away. What I did was I stamped them, colored them, and cut them out. Because I use Stampin' Blends, if you don't, the Stampin' Blends will bleed through your paper. And you certainly don't want that. Now the other way, if you just want to stamp it on cardstock, you can cut a piece of cardstock, which is slightly smaller than the front of this, stamp your images, color them, and then mount it on the front. But if you just stamp and color with the Stampin' Blends on the front of this, it'll bleed through here. So just remember that. Okay, so that is what I wanted to show you. How to make one of these little note card holders without glue, without tape, and they make beautiful little gifts. So let me just show you some that I have made. You'll recognize some of the designer paper, I'm sure. Here's another black and white one. And safely tucked back in. You saw this one. And then finally, here I was just starting to do this one. So you can use any of your 12 by 12 papers. This is one we just made. I quite like the color combinations there. It's a nice fall one. So there we go. The lovely little note cards. Made a note card holder, made without any glue or without any tape. It makes a wonderful gift any time of year. Thanks for watching.